Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here on ZSN. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Thunder tonight. Guys, as you can see from the title of the video, it's basically obvious. And this may be the Lakers biasing me and the way things turned out in the fourth quarter, but it's the reality. And this is my personal opinion about it. So if you agree with me, disagree with me, comment in this live stream. I really appreciate it. But still, I'm going to say it. The refs cost the Lakers the game. There's no other way of saying it. That ejection by Luka, by that ref, number 72, whoever that guy is, he really cost the Lakers this loss. I'm here to tell you, the Lakers were up by 1 before Luka went and left the game due to arguing with a fan. He was not arguing with a freaking ref. I don't know what went wrong. We'll probably hear more details probably tomorrow when it comes to the ref's decision for those reports that they always put out about a explainable ejection, foul, whatever they do just to justify their calling. And I'm just here to say, guys, they get too much power. They get too much power when it comes to officiating every single games. And it's just been very ridiculous to watch at times. And the fourth quarter, there were calls that should not have been made in games in this game when it came down to it in the fourth quarter. And let's just say this. Say like Luka was still in the game. He didn't get ejected. There's a guarantee that maybe the Lakers would have lost this game. Still. But still, it was such a good game that it gives me more of a satisfaction that the Lakers can go toe-to-toe with the Thunder in the postseason if they go further into the playoffs, Western Conference final appearances with OKC included. So I just feel that this Lakers team has the capability of beating the number one seed in the Western Conference when it comes all said and done. And this game was such a perfect example of that I just felt that if Luka was not fouled or not ejected in this game, there's a possibility that the Lakers could have went toe to toe, back to back, going back and forth with the Thunder. And if somehow if they lose the game, whatever, then I can honestly just say, guys, personally, this game was a competitive game by this Lakers team. Now, it sucked that we lost tonight because obviously we go into tomorrow with a back-to-back game on the road against the Dallas Mavericks, which obviously is a number one priority win for the Lakers to achieve tomorrow. They have to win tomorrow. That's basically what I'm trying to say. They have to win tomorrow because of this loss tonight. Now, obviously, we heard a whole lot of talks about, the Lakers sitting out all their starters because they knew this game was going to be a loss anyway. And I kind of expected that. I kind of wanted it, in my opinion. But still, I mean, there's that possibility, though, that they could have won this game with all those guys playing tonight. And they could have, due to the circumstances of those refs calling dumb plays and obviously, dumb fouls. And obviously, more in the favor of the Thunders because of home court and all that. I mean, there's just a whole lot of situations in this game that went completely not in the Lakers' favor, especially in the fourth quarter, where things were kind of looking good for the Lakers going into the fourth. And it's just if they just not ejected Luka in the game, I think things could have been much different, could have ended differently. Even if the Thunder wins at the end of the day with Luka still on the floor, I think things would have been such a huge different advantage for the Lakers going into at the end of this game if they win, if they lost. But unfortunately, they lose due to the refs' callings and them costing the game and all that. So we're going to get into more of the details of the Lakers teams, how they played tonight, the players, how they played, and all that. But before anything, like always, please be sure to like this live stream. Of course, follow me all across social media: Facebook, Instagram, X. I'm also on TikTok and Threads as well. So please be sure to follow me all across that social media stuff. The links will be in the description of this live stream. So you guys check me out on social media. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate all the love and support you guys have shown me all over social media. I really appreciate it. And without further ado, let's just get right into the Lakers team stats of tonight's game when it comes all said and done. Obviously, when you look at the box score, guys, looking at it, the Lakers were competitive. They were competitive. They were trying to win this game as much as they can, and going back and forth with the Thunder. And we kind of saw it. I mean, they were scoring a lot in the first. It continued on into the second quarter, and even though the Thunder had a bit of an edge on the Lakers in the second quarter because of their scoring and Lakers making dumb mistakes in the third, excuse me, in the second, excuse me, my apologies. But then, obviously things started to turn around for the Lakers in the third. We saw them go on the offensive, played a little better defense in the third, and it just a matter of time until we saw a much better performance in the fourth. But as I said, the refs, they called some dumb plays. Sorry, not dumb play. I mean, not calling the plays, but I mean, uh, you know, calling fouls on the Lakers left and right, and when there were not even fouls to be committed, and and there was just things that just went completely wrong in those particular officiating by the refs, and especially the big one with Luka getting ejected for arguing with the fan. He was not arguing with the refs. I mean, it's just, I guess, the direction of where the ref was. He kind of felt, oh, I'm getting attacked by Luka type of feel. That maybe that's why. I mean, it's just ridiculous at this point how that turned out for the Lakers in that particular moment. And just seeing the reaction of Luka and LeBron going to his rescue, and all of us were. I mean, it was like, what foul, what foul, or what ejection that occurred for having Luka to be ejected for. I mean, I just didn't understand it. So it's just ridiculous at this point. Ridiculous how things turned out for the Lakers in that particular moment. Very unfortunate. Really was. It could have been a winnable game if Luka was playing. But at the end of the day, as I mentioned, things could have been different if somehow the Lakers just competed more. Even if they ended up losing the game, it gives me confidence. It really does. Gives me confidence that the Lakers can go toe to toe with the OKC Thunder in the postseason, just because of the lack of experience, just the lack of veterans on the team. I mean, it just shows you that Lakers are much better equipped of competing with anybody in the postseason because of their experiences with LeBron and obviously with Luka last year going to the finals and all that. So there's some experience and veteran wise on this Lakers team that will give them the run of their money to go up against anybody in the Western Conference when it comes all said and done. So, but looking at the Lakers box score tonight, I mean, obviously the player of the game goes to surprisingly LeBron James, even though in my opinion LeBron James' performance tonight was not the best, especially in the first half. He turned over the ball a lot in this game in my opinion, and there was some dumb passes that he made that really weren't necessary when it comes to his game tonight. And there's no doubt about it, guys. I mean, he's still dealing the effects of his injury that he suffered a couple of weeks ago, like at the end of March, where he suffered that groin injury. He's still playing through it. So there's no doubt about it that the Lakers, hopefully these 3 games left remaining of the NBA season, that the Lakers will finally get some rest in, especially now with this loss. There's a guarantee that the Houston Rockets now, their number 2 seed is locked in for them because of this loss tonight. It could have been contested if somehow the Lakers would have won tonight. So with 3 games left, anything could happen. So, but still, the third seed and the 4th seed is the way to go for the Lakers at this point because they need home court advantage anyway. That's what I want for them at the end of this season. So, but right now the Lakers are still holding strong with the 3rd seed. that's why tomorrow against the Dallas Mavericks game is a must win for the Lakers to achieve. No doubt about it. It's a must. One of the most must wins for the Lakers to achieve wins this season because a seed is on the line. That's the bottom line. The Lakers are one game, sorry, one game loss away from probably going down or tying with whoever is within the third seed, the fourth or fifth seed in the Western Conference. And you never know. Maybe the Lakers could potentially, if they somehow, God forbid, they lose these 3-game losing streaks with 3 games left remaining of the season, then they could go maybe even further down into the standings, and that's my fear factor if the Lakers will have to go through that. And at this point, there are some teams that are winning their games. The Memphis Grizzlies tonight won their game against the Charlotte Hornets. It seems like it's a done deal with the Golden State Warriors beating the Suns potentially today. So that's a win for them. And then good news, I guess you could say, the Timberwolves lost their game against the Bucks. So when it comes down to it, the Lakers are they just have to hope for these next 3 games that other teams around the Lakers will lose theirs, so they can have a better advantage or better shot, if you will, of still staying within the 3rd and 4th seed when it comes all said and done. So, but like I said, a must win is tomorrow against the Dallas Mavericks. That's the bottom line when it comes all said and done, and for Lakers to stay within the 3rd seed in the Western Conference. And it could be a lock from them if they win tomorrow, because it seems like the Houston Rockets will potentially bench all their starters because they're already clinched the number 2 seed anyway. So it's not like it's going to hurt them if they rest their guys in the final 2 games or 1 game left remaining of the season. So, but it seems more likely that they will potentially play all their starters potentially with these 3 games left remaining of the season, because still it's so close, even though it seems out of reach for the Lakers to go on a win streak and somehow climb up within the standings with a number 2 seed, and the only way for that to happen if somehow the Houston Rockets lose their games. So with these 3 games left remaining of the season. So it seems highly unlikely for the Lakers to get the number 2 seed, but the number 3rd seed is winnable for the Lakers to achieve it when it comes all said and done. So, but that's my soliloquy. I'm going to get into the team stats tonight. All right. I mentioned LeBron James even though he had a not good first half performance, he kind of showed up with his free throws attempts and making his threes out there tonight, and put up 28 points for the Los Angeles Lakers with 7 rebounds, 3 assists. Shot 50% from the 3 out there tonight. So, a solid night for LeBron James, even though a bad performance for him in the first half, in my opinion. But still, he did his best to do what he can out there, but it just wasn't enough, unfortunately. So let's continue on with a great performance out of Austin Reeves, with 24 points and 5 rebounds, 5 assists. Still, guys, the turnovers, even though it was really the Lakers' downfall, in my opinion, when it comes down to it. They turn over the ball a lot in this game with 18 turnovers. It was not the best out of this Lakers team when it comes down to it, but they showed aggressiveness. They did what they can to, even at one point where they were up by 5 points at the end of the 3rd quarter, to really gain some sort of momentum going into the 4th. But still, it was just not looking good at that particular moment for the Lakers when it came to just making some pretty dumb plays at times. But at the same time, the refs did not make it any easier for the Lakers to win this game, especially that ejection by Luka, by that ref, number 72, I believe, or was it, I don't know, 73, whoever it is. He's going to get a whole lot of DMs for sure when it comes to his calling of just dumb situation in that particular game, unfortunately. So, in that particular moment in the game. So, very unfortunate. Very unfortunate. We could have won the game if Luka was still in the game, but that's just my own personal opinion. Because anything could have changed in that particular moment. You still, even with a loss, I think things would have been much better if Luka was still in the game when it comes all said and done. But there's no doubt about it. I think he's going to have a ball out game against his former team in Dallas for sure. So hopefully he shows up in that game. But obviously we saw tonight from Luka 23 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, had 40% from the three. I mean, I'm just telling you guys, I mean, things could have been a whole lot different if he was still in the game in the fourth, but I don't know. He just obviously the Lakers just couldn't get over the hump, and they completely fell apart when he left the game. When the Lakers were leading by, I think, 1 point before Luka got ejected. So with I believe 6 minutes left remaining in the game, I believe. So it just tells you things could have been a whole lot different, and somehow the Lakers were all of us were they were playing the game when it comes all said and done. So, but yeah, I mean a solid night for Luka, and also a solid night for Austin Reeves. Jackson Hayes, guys, let's give him his flowers. I mean, this guy has been nothing but balling for the Lakers on the defensive side, and we saw him a couple of times hustle to the rim and attack, and just completely shows up in key moments and key situations. We even kind of witnessed it in the third quarter, when at the end of the third quarter, where things were looking bright for the Lakers at one point, when it comes to his offensive abilities and his defensive side as well. So, so it was a really good performance out there tonight, in my opinion, for Jackson Hayes when it comes to all said and done. Dorian Finney-Smith had 12 points, 2 rebounds. Shot very well tonight for the Lakers when it comes to all said and done. But, obviously it just wasn't enough for him to really step up to the plate and help us out, like compared to last game against the Thunder, where things were much better when it comes to his shooting efforts compared to tonight. So, but, a solid night for Dorian Finney-Smith. But when you look at the second unit, though, not a lot of activity compared to the last Thunder's game that we saw from them. Not a lot of activity from our second unit, other than maybe Jared Vanderbilt on the defensive side of the ball. He had 12 rebounds in this game. So give credit to him. He showed up, especially in the second half when it came to his offensive abilities and his defensive abilities and his ability to just grab those rebounds and play great defensively for us. 2 blocks in the game as well. But he still managed to give us 8 points. So, there was moments in the game where we kind of really needed him to step up. But, due to the refs and things were just not going according to plan, at one point in the fourth, that things really completely fell apart for the Lakers on the defensive side of the ball. And even that had to do, a big reason for that is because of the ejection of Luka Doncic. So things went completely downhill after that, when it comes all said and done. Let's see here. Other than that, everyone else just played through garbage time, and not the best performance from Gabe Vincent. When you look at his shooting average tonight, pretty bad out there. But Jordan Goodwin had a solid night, especially on the defensive side. And then other than that, everyone just played through garbage time due to just not showing up in the fourth quarter. So it's pretty bad. It was not the best out of this Lakers team, especially when it came to the fourth quarter. But still, when it comes all said and done, guys, this is just the bias in me being a Laker fan. But I'm just here to tell you guys, the refs really ruined the Lakers' chance of winning this game. It was such a good game. It was such a good game. The Lakers were going back and forth with the Thunder, and they were scoring left and right. There was abilities for them to just make all their free throws if they just would have made them at some point in the game. That could also played a big role why the Lakers lost this game as well. I mean, even LeBron and even Austin Reeves, a guy who obviously averaged like 88% from the free throw line throughout his career. So the fact that he missed a lot of free throws himself kind of really hurt the Lakers at one point for sure. But when it comes to all said and done, I mean, I personally think that the refs played a big role of the Lakers losing this game, really. I mean, just dumb calls and also just that ejection was the biggest one for no reason. I mean, guys, if you go check my Instagram, I shared a video of the exact moment where Luka was just arguing with the fan, and then somehow the refs got involved and said, "Hey, you're ejected." I mean, I don't know, was it because of what he said, or I don't know what it was. It was just pathetic. I mean, I probably, I'm not sure what JJ said about it, but we just have to wait and see. Maybe we'll hear more about it going into tomorrow, maybe. But my hope is Lakers will have the mindset and be ready to go for the Dallas Mavericks game tomorrow, which will be a game to be watched for sure and a must-win scenario for the Lakers to achieve. There's no doubt about it. This is probably going to be one of the um, most anticipated must-win games for the Lakers this season because it will indicate what the Lakers will be at the end of the season within the standings. Because they're one game off for falling to the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, because it's how close in the Western Conference is when it comes down to the standings. So from number 3 all the way down to I think number 7 or 6 seed when it comes all said and done. So sorry guys, excuse me. My apologies. But when it comes down to it, yeah, I mean, looking at your comments right now, thank you, Daniel, for joining this live stream. Really appreciate you joining. Bad loss. It was a bad loss. I mean, there's no doubt about it. A bad performance by LeBron James in the first half. There's no doubt about it. I mean, even though he led the Lakers tonight with 28 points, but still, he hasn't really been the same since he got injured with that groin injury. So he hasn't been the same since. That's why I hope that the Lakers will win tomorrow and then hopefully try to win one of the 2 games left remaining in the game of this season, like maybe Houston or maybe both. So somehow maybe the last game of the season, they can rest all their starters to potentially have maybe more than a week. What is like a week? So maybe like 8 to 9 days off for LeBron and the rest of the Lakers going into the postseason. So, but yeah, I mean, it was a bad loss for sure, but most of that had to do with the refs when it comes all said and done. That my personal opinion, I think it was the refs' reasoning why we lost this game. It was such a good game. Everything was going great. Lakers were up by 1, and then Luka just got ejected for no reason, and things went completely downhill after that because of the lack of effort and the lack of just energy in the game. Because Luka mainly, he's the big focal point of the Lakers' offense. I mean, you basically took out one of our best players on the point guard position or just the offense in general and just completely diminished the Lakers offensively. So it's the main reason of that. So, yeah, bad loss for sure. Daniel also, and AD plays tomorrow. Yeah, that's another thing. So, and this is the Dallas Mavericks team that had 3 days off. So they're ready to go to face the Lakers tomorrow. So my hope is that Luka Doncic plays angry, especially against his former team, and shows up, puts up 50, puts up 40, whatever he needs to put up. And scoring wise, he has to show up in that game because it's against his former team, and I think the obvious really comeback win from a hometown team, not hometown, but I mean like against his former team, would be obviously a winnable one for Luka to achieve tomorrow. So, but I hope everyone in the game steps up when it comes down to that game. Hopefully, so hopefully it does happen. I know it's a back to back and it's on the road, but still, I think Lakers are obviously capable of beating the Dallas Mavericks. Hopefully, so let's hope for that. I'm hoping that they do, and it's a must. It's a must win. The Lakers have to win tomorrow. They have to when it comes all said and done. So, but I'm here to say, guys, Anthony Davis, he's going to have a game. He's going to ball out against the Lakers. There's no doubt about it. He will. Get a rabbit. Welcome to the live stream. I had no problem with the foul call, but Luka's ejection was retarded. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. For me, I just felt the fourth quarter was a lot of dumb calls were made by the refs at times, but still, I don't know. I just felt, you know, you may disagree. I mean, but still, most of the calls that were called by the Lakers could have been challenged, but obviously the Lakers ran out of their challenges. But I don't know. It just there were certain plays that were called on the Laker on against the Lakers that just didn't really make sense in my opinion. But there's no doubt about it. That Luka ejection was retarded, and I don't envy that ref who's getting a lot of probably DMs and a lot of hate coming his way because if you just checked his reaction, you could tell that he was like, "No, this is my call." Like I don't know. I just the way I just felt that his explanation was just no no merit whatsoever when it comes down to it. It just didn't make sense. It really did not make sense. So that's just my personal opinion when it comes down to that. But yeah, I agree with you on that. It was a retarded ejection for sure by that ref. Brown started slow, 6-1. Yeah, that's what I just. He put up 28 points, but still, like I mentioned, his first half performance was atrocious when it comes to all said and done. So there's no doubt about it. I think LeBron really needs to get back to his normal self because if he's going to play like this in the postseason, we're going to lose in the postseason. So my hope is that he shows up in the postseason and gets rested up with a week off and due to the play-in. But uh, but my hope is the Lakers will finish off this season strong with these 3 games left remaining of the season. So I'm hoping LeBron will show up against Dallas tomorrow, along with Luka, along with Austin Reeves. Everyone needs to show up in that game, even though it's a back to back. It kind of scares me a bit because, like I said, the Lakers back to back games. They don't do their best when it comes to back to back game scenarios. So, but my hope is that they will try to power through tomorrow in Dallas and get a win, hopefully, because it's a must. It's a must win because you face the Houston Rockets the next day. I think it's on Friday, I believe. So you have that game. It can go either way. The Rockets will play their starters or they will not. It just sort of depends on them. But um, the Lakers beat them once, they can do it again. So it's just that type of scenario that could happen. I think it's in LA. I might be mistaken. So, um, it's just a matter of the Lakers will show up in that game or not. It just sort of remains to be seen. But you have that, and then the Portland Trailblazers game. That should be an easy winnable game, but you know it is the last game of the season. I think the Lakers will either sit out their starters or they could potentially just get a win just to be on the safe side so they can lock in the third seed. But we just have to wait and see at this point because we thought today that the starters will not play tonight, but they obviously did tonight, which I think they shouldn't. They shouldn't have because I think this was supposed to be a loss anyway. But just the way they played, they went back and forth, and I just felt there was some more of a competitiveness in this game. But I don't know. I just didn't didn't go according to plan, in my opinion, when it comes down to that fourth quarter performance. So I'm about to lose my voice, so I'm about to end this live stream pretty soon. Let me just read these last couple of comments from Ghetto Rabbit before I end this live stream. Reeves missed 4 free throws. Yeah, I mean, there were some key moments where even LeBron should have made his free throws too. So I think things could have been in a much different situation before that ejection by Luka. So if they would have made their free throws, I think things would have been a whole lot different scenario because I think the Lakers could have been much comfortable if they were up by 5 and still fighting through to end the game and on a strong note. But I don't know if they just would have made their free throws, including LeBron. I think things could have been a whole lot different. Lakers led 108 to 107 when Luka was ejected. Yeah, that was the game. That was a moment where things went completely downhill after that. The energy was left, and things just didn't go according to plan for the Lakers at that particular moment after Luka left the game. Unfortunate. Connect didn't do a lot in the 14 minutes with 3 rebounds and 3 points. Yeah, I mean, excuse me. My apologies, guys, for coughing in this live stream. My apologies. I'm about to end this very soon, so bear with me. So yeah, I mean, there's no doubt about it. I mean, he's still a rookie. I think he's still learning the ropes, but still, you can blame all this on JJ Redick for not giving him opportunities. I mean, I don't know why he's not, because he has the capabilities of showing up in games at times. But I don't know, 14 minutes. I mean, maybe that's probably on him still. But at the same time, I mean, it's all about JJ. I mean, I'm not sure what his not giving him the young guy an opportunity to have a bigger role on the team, especially with Rui Hachimura not being on the roster right now because he's dealing with an injury of his own. So I don't know. I just feel that I don't know. JJ has to really give Dalton Connect some opportunities, in my opinion. So, but he's still a rookie. Maybe we'll get some potentially next year. That's if he's on the roster still. So we just have to wait and see, hopefully. 29-12 after the ejection. Yeah, I mean, it went completely downhill after that. There's no doubt about it. I mean, things went completely wrong for the Lakers at that particular moment. All thanks to that ref. That's just my personal opinion. There's no doubt about it. There was some dumb calls that were called against the Lakers that just weren't warranted. And the biggest one was the ejection. I want to hear the explanation. I really want to. I mean, that ref had no reason to eject Luka in that game. It's just, I don't know. I think it was fixed, in that particular moment. I don't know. It's just me. But all right, guys, I really appreciate all of you for joining me on this live stream. Again, my apologies for coughing so much in this live stream. I just having a throat issue. So I just really want to apologize for coughing throughout this live stream. I'm about to end it pretty soon now. Please follow me all across social media, Facebook, Instagram, X, also on TikTok and Threads. I will see you guys tomorrow for that Lakers ZSN post-game show of the Lakers versus the Dallas Mavericks. So join me after the game so we can get into the conversations about either the Lakers winning or losing, how they perform, everything. This is my Lakers post-game show analysis. I love doing this and giving you guys my thoughts and my opinions and hearing what you guys have to say from Daniel and, of course, from Ghetto Rabbit. So much appreciated for every single one of you for joining me on this live stream. And I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Please be sure to follow me all across social media. The links will be in the description of this live stream. So you guys check me out on social media. And, of course, guys, subscribe to the channel. Hit that notification bell. And good night to you, Ghetto Rabbit. I really appreciate the conversation we had here. Let's hope the Lakers will bounce back tomorrow, hopefully. And hopefully Luka will have a ball-out, monstrous performance against his former team. And there's no doubt about it, Anthony Davis will ball out against the Lakers as well. So expect that. But still, it's a must-win scenario for the Lakers to achieve tomorrow. So it will dictate where they will be within the standings within the Western Conference. So it's a waiting game. We just have to wait and see. So with 3 games left, hopefully the Lakers will finish strong. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all in the next live stream and the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.